All right, I think it's time to get this thing going. Welcome to the Corset 2021 Early Access event, coming to you for the first time from YouTube. I would like to take a moment to thank Wizards of the Coast for providing this free account with which I might experience Corset 2021 and bring it to all of you. I am going to be drafting today. There's going to be a series of videos. Every draft will be a separate video, start to finish. And I'm looking forward to this one. There's a lot going on. There's a new Liliana that I'm very excited to play with. There's dogs and cats. I kind of want to build a dog and cat deck at some point. Might do that later, after I've got some drafts under my belt. But yeah, if you like what you see here on YouTube, you can also find me on Twitter at BadMoonMTG. I'm on Twitch every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time at twitch.tv/BadMoonMTG. But yeah, let's get my premiere draft of this set. Now, I will say, in this case, I haven't really looked at this set very much. I've been busy. It's been kind of crazy at the day job. And yeah, so I haven't had a good chance to look through this. I know that phasing is back. I know that mill is a bit of a thing. Because I did catch a thing talking about the mechanics of the set. So I'm excited. It's been a while for a core set. Of course, it's been a year since I drafted core set 2020, which had the elemental deck that I was very fond of. So we'll see what we can find here. Probably pick up the rare and go from there. Especially if the rare happens to be something like a Planeswalker. Ugin, I think, is in the set. Ugin, I think, is the first Planeswalker I ever opened, actually, during pre-release for Fate Reforged. First pack of Fate Reforged that I ever opened had an Ugin in it, and I did not understand why you would play a 7-mana Planeswalker. I very quickly learned better. We're just waiting for the draft queue to fill up. Everybody on here is going to be either content creator or Wizards staff. You will know the Wizards staff by the human token name. So they will say human token and have a number after that. Very strange. The draft queue seems to be going the wrong way. Come on, surely somebody wants to draft today. It's also entirely possible that they still have not yet gotten their download done. There was an update that had to be done when we started this up. That's why I'm starting my recording about half an hour later than I expected to. I had to download the update. But, oh, got one back. So hopefully more of my fellow content creators will get in here and we can get this thing underway. If you are watching this, I recommend after you give me a follow, if you haven't already, over on Twitch, that you find some of the people that I play against and give them a follow as well. This is an event that is all about building the content creator community, and there's some really awesome people out there doing a lot of good work. So we will run into them today, and I'm going to go through. I'm going to give some follows, and I would hope that you would do the same. Oh, just need that one more. Come on, who's it gonna be? There we go. Let's do this. Now, the only hope is that people didn't wander away from their computers during the wait. There we go. Ooh. I think, who is that? That was Nummy? Is that Newmont? What do we got? Chandra's Incinerator. Spell cost X less, where X is the total number, or total amount of non-combat damage dealt to your opponents this turn. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target. Oh, yes. So this wants us to burn. And I am all about burn. What else we got here? Faith's Fetters is really good. It's the white enchantment-based removal. We've got... when it attacks, create a bird that's tapped and attacking. Very nice. If you can protect the falconer, then you can just make an army of birds. Carrion grub can get really powerful if you get a big creature in the graveyard. So let's see if we can find some burn. Teferi's Ageless Insight, legendary enchantment. If you would draw a card, draw 2 cards instead. That's kind of ridiculous. We might go with that, but let's see what we've got here. Sacrifice a creature, put a 1/1 counter on Hobble Fiend. It's not bad. Do we have anything else in here? Sky Scanner. We got a return target creature. So I guess what I'm gonna do is speculate on that. Maybe we're in blue-red. When this enters the battlefield, draw X cards, where X is the number of creatures that died under your control this turn. That would be hilarious with Teferi's Ageless Insight. You draw your entire deck. Waker of Waves is 7 mana, so maybe. But you can discard it, look at the top 2 cards, put 1 in your hand. So it's Anticipate if you want to use it as Anticipate. That ain't bad. Spellgorger Weird is good. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I know that one from War of the Spark, I think? Yeah, War of the Spark. That's good removal. Actually, let's go ahead and get the removal. We can get a Spellgorger Weird later. Oh, we can get another one of those. I mean, it's 5 damage. And looking around, I see a lot of 3s and a lot of 2s. So... Oh, Turd Ogre's back. That works pretty well with the Incinerator. You get the Incinerator on the field, then you play a Turret Ogre, deals 2 damage to each opponent, and then 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. That's Turret Ogre is probably going to come around, I would think. So I'm going to go turn to Slag. Let's see. Ooh, Bolt Hound is nice. I like Bolt Hound. It's just a 2/2 for haste. When it attacks other creatures you control, get +1/+0. We got another elemental dog. Lots of elemental dogs in this pack. Goblin Wizardry. Create 2 goblin wizards with prowess. Okay, cool. Very fun. Might be something worth picking up at some point, but I think I'm going to go with the Bolt Hound. Could really use some burn that goes to the face. I'm not sure what that looks like yet. Like I said, I haven't done a lot of research into this set. Let's see. Got an elemental lizard. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, gets +1/+0 and double strike. So that's exactly what we're trying to do. So we're going to go ahead and take that. There's been a thrill of possibility in almost every pack. So I think we've got a good start going. I think that's what we've got. I'm going to check, see who's in here. Compulsion 02. Ropette, I think. Despotic Girl. Purple Snap. Nummy, which may or may not be a Numot. I don't know. Adversario. And Alro Music. Now, interesting. Everybody's got the VIP. Huh. I didn't know those would pop up right there. So now we got to make a decision. Do we go with the blue, because we've got that in there. Hexproof. When it attacks Scry 1, not bad. 5/7 Hexproof. We've got tap creature only if you control a creature with flying. Concordia Pegasus. Don't want a life goes on. When it enters battlefield, draw a card. Sure. There's a Turret Ogre. Yeah. So I'm going to put this back out here. We don't know if we're in green. We don't know if we're in blue. But we're definitely in red. Yeah, it's got reach too. So 4/3 with reach is going to be really good because that we don't have any flyers yet. But I need a way to do non-combat damage to my opponent. I do not want to be playing the Chandra's Incinerator for 6 if I can help it. We got a 4/2 Ogre, or we've got Furor of the Bitten. Gives +2/+2, but I have to attack every turn if able. Which is fine. I intend to be attacking as much as possible. Could take the Falconer. Could take Run Afoul if we're worried about flyers. Forgotten Sentinel enters tapped, but it's a 4/3. I'm going to go with the Ogre. As long as you control a creature with power 4 or greater, can attack as though it didn't have Defender. That's not bad. I think we're going to go for that, and we're going to head into a green direction. So, 3/3 Defender for 2, not bad. And then, you know, we can maybe pump up the Pyreling. We can get the Ogre out there. The other Ogre. Ooh, you see? Spellgorger Weird came back. Everything is going according to plan. Oh my. Turret Ogre number 2. Get in there. Everything is going according to plan. Yeah, this is going to get real big. That deals damage to creature. It's kind of expensive to do damage to a creature. Elder Gargoth. When it attacks or blocks, choose one. Create a 3/3 beast creature token. Gain 3 or draw a card. And it's got Vigilance, Reach, and Trample. Yeah, this is the mythic for me. What do I hope comes around? Pride Malkin puts counters on things and gives Trample. That's good. Wildwood Scourge. It's a standard Hydra. And I love Hydras. Track down. Scry 3. Reveal the top card. If it's a creature, draw a card. Yeah, so we've got some things that I would hope would definitely come back. But that Elder Gargaroth. It's a bit of a mouthful. Gargaroth. Yeah. When it attacks or blocks, make a 3/3 or draw a card. Ooh. I think we will take another Chandra's Incinerator. Thank you. Really looking for burn to the face now. So, what do we need now? I like our curve so far. There's Shock. I'll probably be taking that. Whenever you draw a card, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. So it's going to be a 4/5 on our turn, and a 2/3 on our opponents, unless we can draw a card at instant speed. That's not bad. But I need that Shock. Because that Shock is 1 mana to make this 2 cheaper. So yeah, that's what we're taking. Got another Furor of the Bitten. Palladium Mirror is going to help us get to our big stuff. If we can get to 3, we can get to almost everything we've got. So I'm going to take the Palladium Mirror. A lot of reprints in this set. Not quite sure what all that was about there. Anyway, yeah, so a lot of reprints in this set. Palladium Mirror is, of course, from one of the Mirrodin sets. I don't remember exactly which one, because I wasn't playing at the time. Okay, deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. That's a free way to make the incinerators cheaper. Arsonist, the Goblin Arsonist right here, when it dies, you can have it deal 1 damage to any target, have it deal damage to our opponent, and then that makes the incinerator cheaper as well. And we can sacrifice it to a Hobfiend for extra value, though that really doesn't make the Chandra's Incinerator cheaper per se, because you're spending 1 to cut 1 off of the thing. Unleash Fury, double the power of target creature. That ain't bad. Pitchburn Devils, when it dies, deals 3 damage to any target. That's really good. Prismite, not good. It's mana fixing, but it's expensive. I'm going to go with the Pitchburn Devils. We can potentially use them to cut the Incinerator's cost in half. So that's really good, actually. If we had, say, 7 mana and 2 Incinerators in hand, we sacrifice the Pitchburn Devils to the Hobfiend, maybe. That could be kind of hilarious. What do we got here? Feat of Resistance, Legion's Judgment. So, Roaming Ghostlight. When it enters the battlefield, return up to 1 non-spirit creature to its owner's hand. Nice. I like that. I'm going to go ahead and get Burn Bright. Not particularly what I'm looking for right now, but you never know. It could make the cut. When Bone Pit Brute enters the battlefield, target creature gets +4/+0 until end of turn. And he's got Menace. So what do we want to make giant? What do we have that we want bigger? Well, the Pyreling maybe. We'll take it. Maybe it makes the cut. I don't know yet. We'll see what else we get in pack 3. Now we're gonna see what we're gonna start seeing anyway. What's coming back around? We got another Hob Fiend. Track down. Yeah, we're gonna take another Hob Fiend. Or sorry, Hobble Fiend. I don't think we're gonna play a Tormod script. And I think this is best of 1, so yeah, I think we're gonna take another Hobble Fiend. Just 2 drops. Ooh, Spellgorger, weird. So we don't actually appear to be very much in green. We've got 3 green creatures, and I'm willing to cut the Drowsing Pteranodon and the Llanowar Visionary and just run the other one. We're just gonna cut that. We don't need another Burn Bright. Yeah, we might be mono red. And this does seem like the kind of set that's going to allow for monocolored drafting. Ooh, double the power of target creature. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, if we can, we gotta find more burn. Blight Fang. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch attacks, each opponent loses a life. You gain a life. Not bad. We don't have any of those, and I'm not gonna worry too much about it. But I will take the Hydra now. Because there's nothing in red for us here. So I'm going to see if I can't even out our green a little bit. Pursued Whale. Come on, catch up. There we go. Each opponent creates a red pirate, which says it can't block, and creatures you control attack each combat if able. That's interesting. I think we're going to take another Pitchburn Devils. We've got a pretty high curve right now, actually. So, what do we got? What's our curve look like here? We're up to 21. So yeah, we're going to have to start cutting soon. It's got Trample and it's a Star 4. When its power is equal to the number of instant and sorceries in your graveyard. Enters the battlefield, discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many. It's not bad. I think I'm going to take the Pinger, though. Yeah. What do we want here? Garrick's Harbinger. Deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker. Look at that many cards. You reveal a creature and put it in your hand. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with the Pride Malkin. We're gonna cut some things here in a second. Everything we kind of want is in here. Target creature gets +2/+0. Beginning of combat. That's really good, actually, for what we've got some things that care about that. I don't think I need the Brute. So I'm going to put him over here. Ornery Dilophosaur. When it attacks. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, it gets +2/+2. That's good. And yeah. So the ogre's kind of... No, we want the ogre. What am I doing? Skyway Sniper deals 1 damage to target creature with flying. Another Wildwood Scourge. Sure. Gotta take the shock. As much as I want to meme with Colossal Dreadmaw, we gotta take the shock. We don't have a whole lot of instants and sorceries. So I don't really think we're gonna play many of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that there. Yeah, Spellgorge are weird. It's just not gonna make the cut, I think. And we're not going to play any of these. We already have 3 Hobble Fiends. I don't think we need all 3 of those, even. What else do we want to get rid of? The Visionary I'm fine with. It draws us a card. It gives us more mana. Pride Malkin makes something bigger. That's fine. Maybe we don't need the Hobble Fiends? I'll cut a Hobble Fiend for now. We'll take it. We're not going to play it, though. It's not going to be very good in this deck. I don't know why people are passing more Turn to Slags. Turn to Slag is going to be really good. Okay, so where we're at right now is we probably need to cut 3, maybe 4. I'm thinking I'll run 16 lands. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a forest. And we need to cut 3 more. Is Unleash Fury or Burn Bright more likely to do what we need it to do? We have so many creatures. I'm thinking Burn Bright's going to be better, maybe? I think we'll cut a Pitchburn Devils to lower our curve a little bit. And Pyreling works really good with Magmut. No, I'm going to cut the Hobble Fiend. We don't have enough going on with that to make it worth it. So I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, let's go ahead and see how many wins we can get. Win condition is our opponent. Slowed down a little bit there, but okay, so we can't keep 5-drop Tribal. We do have the Pride Malkin. It can make itself a 3/2 with Trample. Uh, can we keep 5-drop tribal? We can definitely cast turn to slag when it comes to it. I don't know how fast this format is. I'm going to keep it. We'll see how fast the format is. I got my dog over here. The wizards. See, everything worked out. It's fine. We're good. Pyreling, we're probably going to make it 2-4. Watcher of the Spheres. Oh my, what do you do? Creature spells with flying cost 1 less to cast. Oh, we might be against blue-white flyers here. Whenever another creature with flying enters the battlefield under your control, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Gonna get the Pyreling out. And then we're gonna have to turn to slag that Watcher of the Spheres at some point. Unless a more tempting target comes up. Library Larcenist. When it attacks, draw a card. So, we want to make it so they don't want to attack. Gonna get the Pride Malkin out. I might as well attack. They're not gonna attack into the Pride Malkin. Lose their Larcenist, right? Really? Do they have a trick? I'm gonna try. We're gonna block it. Seems like they have a trick. But if they want to waste the trick... Oh. That's not a waste of a trick there. That's quite the trick. They exiled their creature and they made a 4/4 angel. Yeah, that ain't ideal. We're gonna take 6 in the air this turn, at least. Probably 7, maybe 8. But next turn, if we draw a land, we can turn to slag the angel. And we can also... So I'm going to attempt to get in for 2. If they block, I'll go ahead and pump by tapping the Magmut. But I'm going to leave the Magmut up now. Really need another land. Cannot afford to keep taking 6 in the air. I mean, honestly, I can't afford if they... Yeah, I think I'm probably just dead here. Not immediately, like, not to what's flying in right now, but next turn, they're going to be able to give target creature flying. So I'm probably just dead. Do you have reach? You have reach. Yeah, I'm dead. But I have to hope that my opponent doesn't realize that. They realize that, of course, but yeah, win condition. Well named. Good game, my friend. I'm gonna let him play it out. Because you know, they did good, and they didn't even have to make something fly. Man, that trick they had works as removal, of course. But if you do that, you give your opponent a 4/4 angel. So you really want to use it on one of your creatures. And it's instant speed too, which is super good. So we're going to jump right back in and see what we can do about this. Got our Gargaroth in the background there. It's a big mossy beast. It's basically a walking forest with tusks. Uh-oh, it's Brew Tap Cast. I know this one. Okay, we got the Gargaroth again, but we got to get to 4 mana for the Battle Rattle and the Turret Ogre. We're going to keep it. Yeah, we got a friend of ours over here. Brew Tap Cast is a common site over on my Twitch. What does the steward do? Sacrifice the steward. Target opponent discards a card. Only as a sorcery. Red, black. Okay. We made it to our... we made it to 5 as well. So we're good to go as far as mana goes. We really don't need anything else. Battle Rattle... so we're just going to hang out here for a minute. They have a Battle Rattle Shaman. That's real good. That's real good. Ooh, yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and get the Ornery Dilophosaur out. Because next turn, we can play the Gargaroth and turn on the Dilophosaur and our Turret Ogre as well. Like, I'm hoping this means they're not going to attack in, and I'm also hoping that they don't have the slag removal card. Battle Rattle doing its thing. I'm going to take it. Because next turn we're going to have some real good responses to that. There we go. Can't imagine that they're going to... I can't imagine they're going to double block the Dilophosaur. They might block with the Deathbloom Thallid. They definitely have they had Scorching Dragonfire. I wish I'd seen some Scorching Dragonfire. That would have been really good in the deck. Pitchburn Devils. Yeah, so they're on the, what do you call it? Yeah. Now, I'm not making the mistake of blocking with the Gargaroth if they attacked in there. because shock is a thing. So if I attack in with the Gargaroth, the Pitchburn Devils is going to do something. The block with the Pitchburn Devils, and then... yeah. Is that double strike? Ooh, double strike. So, yeah. If they want to do anything with the Pitchburn Devils here, I'm okay with that. And double strike. But, yeah, they're on the sacrifice plan very clearly. They have the ability to sacrifice here. They have the ability to get value of sacrificing that and that. So, a lot going on here. Got their own turret ogre. We are flooding something fierce right now. Let's battle rattle. Yeah, we'll make this a 3-3, and we'll attack in with it. I'm not really concerned right now about them blocking the Pyreling. It's not really doing a whole lot otherwise. So, might as well get a little bit of... are they going to take down the Turret Ogre? Or the Battle Rattle? Which one? Battle Rattle? I'm okay with that. So what are my options here? Draw a card, gain life, or get a 3/3 beast creature token. Okay. Uh-oh. Don't you be looking at my Gargaroth like that. I know you, BTC. Don't be looking at them like that. Oh, no. We have to discard a mountain. Oof. That is your common black removal. Creature or planeswalker. Yeah, I'm going to block there. Just because if I block the Deathbloom Thallid, gonna get ready to give him the good game. Yeah, we flooded hard. I'm just going to take a second to go over to the Discord and give BTC a good game. Brewtab Cast is awesome. You should go over on Twitch and give them a follow. They are usually streaming about the same time I am on Thursdays. And they finish up a little earlier and usually send over a raid, at least in recent weeks, and I really appreciate their support. Where? Huh. Maybe they're not currently in the Discord. Oh well. Anyway, I'll let them know later. It's always good to see a familiar face. So, we're going to go ahead and try not to lose a third game in a row. This is going to be a really short video. Well, maybe not really short, but you know, an hour video, not bad, but could have been much longer. Loxodon. Okay, so we've got the Pyreling into the Bolt Hound. That's really good. We'll be able to get in for 4 on turn 3. So I think I'll keep this. We've got 4 mana. If we find some more of our 3 and 4 drops, we should be good. Ooh, we found a shock. So yeah, that ain't bad. That's gonna work really well with the Pyreling if we need it, or if we can hold off a couple of turns. The Incinerator gets a bit of a thing. Discard a card, tap it. Huh, so that's an Adanto Vanguard with, you gotta discard a card. Okay, I like that. So the only cost is discarding a card. You don't, it doesn't have to be untapped. They just have to discard a card. I'm not going to block right now. Okay. Let's see what we got. Bolt Hound is for sure going to feature in an eventual dog and cat tribal. I'm going to go an aggressive route with that, I think. Wishcoin Crab. That's ridiculous. And we appear to be flooding out again. Well, we're going to be able to get to this Incinerator anyway, so nope, they weren't worried about it. We gotta figure out a way to not keep taking 3 from this creature here. It's probably going to involve blocking with the Bolt Hound. They discard to activate the ability. We shock in response. Oof. Beginning of your pre-combat main phase, draw X cards, where X is the number of shrines you control if you do discard a card. That's pretty good for blue. What we would love to see that with the Teferi enchantment that we have. Man, we are flooding. Okay, so I am going to shock my opponent. We're going to get in with both to make the Pyreling nice and big, so we'll get 6 damage through. Ooh, not getting 6 damage through. Nope, they've thought better of that. They want to keep their crab. So that'll put us in the lead. And then we've got an Incinerator as well. So, so yeah, when this gets damage through, it does damage to a target creature. So that's going to be really nice. I think what I'll do is turn to slag the Wishcoin Crab, so that we just get damage through. because if they don't have something to get on the field, then what? They have to block with the Hollow Blade. So we might be in good shape here. Hopefully they don't have any removal. They were counting something. And now it's how to turn to slag range. Can't turn to slag the Hollow Blade. But Turret Ogre is really good. Yeah, make him discard a card. Let's do that. Discarded creature? Yeah, Makeshift Battalion, which I quite like Makeshift Battalion, but yeah, man, this Sanctum is going to really do really good. And that is not game. Gotta block here, because if I don't, I'm in trouble. When it enters the battlefield, target creature gains flying. Turret Ogre. And I believe we probably win this one. Did 2 damage, killed the Swooper. And that is a GG Loxodon. And there's no Loxodon in the Discord, so I'm wondering if that wasn't a Wizards employee, maybe? But I was pretty sure that they had me there. It took Runner with Turret Ogres to survive that. The Turret Ogre works really, really well with the Incinerator, though, doesn't it? It just acts as removal. Sir Daly. Sir Daly is our opponent. We got 3 mana. We've got a 2-drop into 3-drop into hopefully 4-drop. Be nice. And we'll probably just make the Magmut a 3/3 with Trample. We could make the Pride Malkin a 3/2 with Trample, but it's... Well, I have bad news for you, opponent. We've just got creatures. So our opponent's in black, which means they're gonna have removal of some sort. We just gotta hope we dodge it and keep putting threats on the board, which, now that we have that 4th mountain, or that 4th land, rather, is pretty sure thing. Now, we didn't need that. And we will not block if they come in, because I want the Magmut to continue to have Trample. So if they come in trying to do away with the Pride Malkin, I'm not going to block. We'll get... Oh my. We're going to do this. Battle Rattle. Do that. And get in with just the Magmut. And then this Wildwood Scourge is going to be very nice. We're going to have a lot of power and toughness out here. we'll get rid of the mountain. I guess I am glad we drew it. Well, we are gonna get in. Are we? No attacks. And the reason for that is I want this to happen. And then we can just ping our opponent. That'll be fine. I'm going to wait as long as I can. Okay. 4-4 with reach. Not bad. Ooh, Pitchburn Devils. If we can get another land, Pitchburn Devils would be really nice. Okay, so I am going to attack this time. Yeah, if we can just take down their creatures, that'll be fine. Because they've got to block. They've got to block something, at least. I would block... Really? You didn't block the Trampler. Okay. I guess we do this now. There's no reason not to. Because if we find another land, we tap the magma, we put the incinerator on the field. And we found the land. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna get the Pitchburn Devils out. Let's do this. Leave these guys back. Throw in the Pride Malkin. Because they've got a block. I should have attacked with everything. I'm an idiot. It's early in the morning. Haven't had enough caffeine yet. We'll pretend I was worried about the trick. They draw a card. Do they draw a good card? And we will come in with everything. And get ready. Death Touch and Lifelink. Right, so that is, what is that, 2 wins now? Yeah, 2 and 2. I've at least broken even. That's not bad. Got some Ikoria. I'm not interested in opening that right now. Let me see. So, let's go ahead and get in there for game 5. Lemon flavored tea. lemon flavored tea is good. 2-drop into 3-drop into 4-drop into big drop. I like it. This is a really good hand, especially considering the Palladium Mirror is going to make life very, very good for us. We'll be able to drop the Wildwood Scourge as a 4/4 on turn 4. And then that turns the Turret Ogre on. And the Turret Ogre turns on the Pyreling, and hello. Sacrifice it, deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker. Ooh, change of plans. Gargaroth is going to be coming down, hopefully, on turn 4. Actually, I miscounted. We can get the Wildwood Scourge down as a 5-drop? Yeah, 5-drop on, because that doesn't cost anything, right? Yeah. No blocks. I don't trust them. I think they've got a trick. I'm willing to take 2 this early in the game, especially considering what I've got coming. Oh, he's got prowess. Well, that was rude. A little bit rude. We're going to get that down right now. In the hopes that we can get the Turret Ogre down when it matters. Wants to get in there, huh? No blocks. Opponent probably has a way to trigger prowess. But I'm not worried about that because what do we got here? That'll be a 3D? It's not worth it. We're going to get the Turret Ogre out, which will turn on the Drowsing Pteranodon. So we can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Boo. Boo, Scorching Dragonfire. Where were you in my draft? Attack? Yeah. Take that one. I'm going to block. They might have another Scorching Dragonfire. They might have a Pump Spell. Feat of Resistance is going to make it real big. And give it pro-green. Gonna get the Pyre Mutt down. Really just need another land. After all of the flooding that I did early in this draft, I really just kind of need a land now. Does opponent has something. They're thinking about using it. Oof. Scorching Dragonfire again. Where were these when I was drafting? Man, I would love those. As it is, I just got the 5-mana ones. Um... Okay. I'm going to attack in. They're going to do nothing. I'm going to do nothing. When they try to pump the Spellgorger, then I will shock it. They didn't try anything. Battle Rattle. I'm not liking where we're at right now. I'm really not. I'm going to get the Wildwood Scourge down as a 3/3. Which is better than the Battle Rattle Shaman as a 2/2. No attacks, because if they get the Scourge, then I don't want them to be able to just swing in for lethal. Because they very well could have a third Dragonfire. I would not put it past them. They got their Pyramut over there. Or Magmut? Something. I'm gonna hit the weird, because it has the potential to get bigger. But I have no illusions that this is going to end with all of my stuff dead. Oof. Feat of Resistance is so good. Okay, so we're not just dead. Because we can block, we can gain life. And the chances are good that they're not going to be able to just burn this Gargaroth down. The problem is, if they have a third Feat of Resistance, oh, well, that's a problem. So they have an instant or sorcery. They might have an instant or sorcery. Gonna block there, because if I don't, I just die. Gonna gain 3 life. Hope it's enough. Oh. Ooh. Okay. I'm okay with that. I am okay with all of that. Less okay with everything that just happened there. But, okay, so we can stay alive. We can. Take action. Make it big. Pass to blockers. Gonna block there. No, I can't block there, can I? Yeah, I have to block here. Okay, so I block here. And I shock down the knight. And I go to 1, unless they have something. Okay. That's working. So, we're gonna survive this. Destructive Tampering. Creatures without flying can't block this turn. That's really good when you're in a position like I'm in. I'm just making notes of who all I was up against. So that was 5 games. We're going to be jumping into a premier draft. I've drafted this once already in red and green, so I'm going to see if I can't find something to do in some other colors. Let's jump in and see what we can find in this draft. We got tons of gems, so it doesn't matter. All right, here we go. I said ready. There we go. Let's see what we get here. Oh, another Elder Gargaroth. I do love that Gargaroth. I'm going to take it. I can't pass up the Mythic. But I'm hoping not to be in red and green. Yeah, I had the Gargaroth in my first draft, and it can be a beating if you can get it to stick. The problem I had was I couldn't get it to stick, or when it did come down, it was too late. So hopefully we can do a little bit better this time. Maybe get some ramp going on. I know Palladium Mirror's in this. I know there's an elf, at least one elf, that taps for a green mana. And that's a 3-drop. So if we had 4 mana and that elf, we get to the Gargaroth. So that's good. If we have 3 lands and a Palladium Mirror, as long as 2 of those lands are green, we can play the Gargaroth as well. So Gargaroth is super good as a 6/6 for 5 mana with Vigilance, Reach, and Trample. It blocks pretty much everything. Cultivate. Okay, what do we got here? So sack a creature, gain a life, draw a card. Cultivate gets us basic lands onto the battlefield. That's a good way to get a Gargaroth out. Whenever you cast a spell that's not green, or colorless, I guess, put a +1/+1 counter on the Quirion Druid. Not a whole lot of removal. You got a Pitchburn Devils. I'm going to go with the Cultivate. I'm going to see if we can't just do some ramp shenanigans. Let's try that. I don't know what, if any, color combination ramp shenanigans falls into. Recently in drafts, it's been kind of the blue-green archetype. But I know historically, green-red has also done some ramp. So I'm not sure. We'll find out. Gonna find out who's in this draft. We got Nisahan. Hello, we got a green rare. Target creature you control gets +X/+X, then it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. That's really very good. Wouldn't mind having the Pteranodon or the Truffle Snout either. But yeah, that's a removal spell in green, so I'm in. You can cast this for a single mana if your creature's already big enough, but you know your creature's never big enough. It's got to be bigger. Especially if it's getting rid of their only blocker, and you intend to then crash in. But I was saying, we got Nisahan, we've got Draw 4, Mr. Fenu, Kawakawa, Giuliano Bolts, Wizard 138, and Mobius. So that's who's in our draft with us. Havoc Jester. Whenever you sack a permanent, deals 1 damage to any target. That's really good. But I'm sorry. It's meme o'clock. Dreadmaw, get in there. So we've got a pair of 6/6s with the trample at the top of our curve. We've got Primal Might, which very clearly does not show Galta, because that's clearly not Galta. No, that is a Colossal Dreadmaw. So we've got the combo. We've got Colossal Dreadmaw into Primal Might, which shows a Colossal Dreadmaw, probably, and not Galta, which it says in the flavor text. But yeah, this top end is looking real good. Could use some more removal. Fill in the bottom of the curve with a few creatures, like the Dilophosaur and the Drowsing Pteranodon. The Dilophosaur is going to be better, I think. It's 4 mana, though, but it becomes a 4/4 if we have a big creature on the field. And if we don't have a big creature on the field, it still has Death Touch. So I'm going to go with the potential 4/4 with Death Touch instead of the potential 3/3 that doesn't have Defender. I'll definitely pick up a Pteranodon if it comes back around, which it probably will. I don't see a whole lot of people prioritizing that. Life Goes On just gains life. Not really interested. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. That sounds good. Gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Destroy target creature, power 4 or greater. Can't be blocked as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. Not likely. I'm going to go with Basri's Solidarity. Seems pretty good if we've got a whole bunch of creatures that care about base power of, or not base power, power of 4 or greater. Because any 3 power creatures just become 4 power and potentially turn each other on, turn themselves on. So that's pretty good. So we're probably in green-white. Tessen's Training is really good. What do we got? Tap target creature. We don't have any creature with flying. A 3/1 that gives +2/+0. And a 1/3? No, we're not taking the 1/3. Potential tapper, an expensive tapper though. And you gotta have a flyer. I'm gonna take the Pteranodon. Look at him. He's all snoozing right there. What do we have? We've got good stuff in red. We've got Garrick's Gorehorn, which is a 7/3 for 5. That's not terrible. This is kind of good. I'll speculate on the Bone Pit Brute. Crash Through gives everything trample. A lot of our stuff already has it, but it works really well with the Death Touch. I'm going to take the creature. We can probably pick up a Crash Through later. We are backing up a little bit on that side over there, which makes sense. Nobody's really dealt with these cards before. It does look like white's kind of getting cut. So we'll grab 4 power Ogre, because that turns on the Pteranodon, it turns on the Dilophosaur. And especially the Pteranodon. You play it on turn 2, you play the Ogre on turn 3 and crack in with it. Pretty nice. Hey, Truffle Snout came back. Light of Promise. Whenever you gain life... Okay, so it turns your creature into a Johnny's Pride Mate. That's pretty cool. But Truffle Snout getting in there. It's probably going to be a 3/3 most of the time. gaining 4 life is fine, but not really something I'm looking to do very often. Valorous Steed, Read the Tides, draw 3 cards, return up to 2 target creatures that are in his hands. I don't know. We're not going to play Life Goes On. Okay, so what's Pack 2 bring us? Karavek the Spiteful. Other creatures get -1/-1. I like that. Especially if you're playing a control deck. Sanctum. That's really expensive. Warden of the Woods, what do you do? Vigilance, 5/7 for 6. When it becomes the target of a spell or ability, you may draw 2 cards. Yeah, that's going to get in there. It's got Vigilance, too. That's a really good blocker and a really good attacker. Burlfist Oak. Whenever you draw a card, it becomes 4/5 or bigger. So I think you're going to get in there. I would love that Pride Malkin to come back around. Do I want the Scorching Dragonfire, though? I do. I need more removal. And last draft, I was really lamenting my lack of Scorching Dragonfires. Feline Sovereign. Cats get +1/+1 protection from dogs. Whenever one or more cats deal combat damage to a player, destroy an artifact or enchantment that player controls. Do I have any cats yet? I've got dinosaurs and beasts. And boars. So, probably not interested in taking that. I will take another Pteranodon. I want more Scorching Dragonfires. Those are good. And Turn to Slag, maybe? Is that what that's called? Does 5 damage to target creature and destroys all of the equipment on them. Gnarled Sage. As long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn, Gnarled Sage gets +0/+2 and Vigilance. Which is fine. I think I'm more likely going to take the Bolthound because it pumps the power of my creatures. Visionary is also really good. Wouldn't mind one of those, but I think Bolthound, I'm going to try and get aggressive with this. Got another Dilophosaur. Battle Rattle Shaman is going to turn on a lot of these creatures that care about toughness. Crash Through would be really good. Give all of my creatures trample. I think the Battle Rattle Shaman because it turns on my creatures. Heartfire Immolator. It's got Prowess, which is nice. Deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker if you sacrifice it. Could get us out of a sticky situation. I think it's better than the Truffle Snout. Probably not playing the Snare Spinner. I don't plan on blocking very much. So yeah, let's go with that. Discard a land or shrine. Deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, where X is the number of shrines you control. That could be good. That gives trample. This gives everything trample. How many creatures do we currently have? We've got 13 creatures, so we do want something. I think I'm going to go with the Crash Through. Fierce Empath. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost 6 or greater. Reveal it and put it into your hand. That's really good. We've got a couple of those. We've got the Brute, the Dreadmaw, the Warden of the Woods. But I think I'm going to take the Turret Ogre because it goes along with our plan. Sabretooth. Beginning of your end step. If a creature died this turn, put a counter on the Sabretooth. That, I think, is going to be better than the Dilophosaur or the Spellgorger Weird. Because creature's going to die. That is going to happen. We're up to 19 cards already, and we're only in pack 2. Wouldn't mind upgrading a couple of things. You know, maybe we can upgrade the Pteranodons. The Truffle Snout is not terribly impressive. It's a good role player, gain you some life if you need it, but it's a 3/3 otherwise. And I'm not down with the 3/3s. I would like 4/4s or 4/3s. The Brolfist Oak came back, so we're gonna slam that because that's a guaranteed 4/5 on our turn. And we can even crash through to make it even bigger. Experimental Overload. What do? Make an XX blue and red weird where X is the number of instant sorceries, then return one of those instant or sorceries from your graveyard to your hand and exile this card. That's pretty powerful. I'm just going to take that out of the pool just in case. Portcullis Vine. What do? Sacrifice a creature, draw a card. That's not bad, but I'm going to go with the Igneous Cur for now. It could potentially, if I've got 4 mana, make itself big enough to turn on the Pteranodons and all the other creatures that require power 4 or greater. We got another Crash Through. Could do Run Afoul to make people sacrifice things, but I don't think we're going to play one. I'll take the Windscarred Crag. Might get to the point where I say, you know, I want to do Ranger's Guile is a really good trick. I'm not going to play the Incinerator. I don't have the means to make it work right now. Fungal Rebirth. Return target permanent from your graveyard to your hand. If a creature died this turn, make 2 Saprolings. That's not bad. It's our green-red card. Add green for each creature with power 4 or greater you control. That's nice. And it deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker. So I'm going to definitely slam that. Hopefully that Ranger's Guile comes back around. So, turn 4, it guaranteed taps for a green because it turns itself on. Scorching Dragonfire, turn to Slag. I think I'm going to take the Dragonfire. It's 2 less damage, but it doesn't exile, or Dragonfire does exile. I think I'm okay with just doing the 3 damage. I don't think you need to do 5. Like, of our creatures, that would die, that would... Where do we get above 5? That wouldn't die, or above 3 rather. That would die on my opponent's turn, not on my turn. That needs to attack in order to get the buff. I'll take another Turret Ogre. So we made it to 5 mana before we hit something. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna put the Great Horn, or the Gorehorn rather, down there. So everything we have at 5 and 6 mana survives both of those spells, but we got to get to 5 mana before anything that we have does, and we've got big stuff. So I don't see it being a big problem. The only thing that Scorching Dragonfire is not going to kill his Wishcoin Crab, and if I'm worried about Wishcoin Crab, what am I doing? I'm going to take a Sabertooth. I'm going to cut the Truffle Snout. Don't really need it. The Igneous Cur, it's not great. Actually, you know what? Because I forgot, we have a land in here currently, which I'm maybe considering using Basri Solidarity in the deck, but probably not. Well, we could put another Bone Pit Brute in, but that's another 6-drop. What do we have at 6 here? Yeah, I don't think it's going to be important to have 2 of the brutes. An ogre to turn on some things. So we're up to 25. One of those is a land, so we're at 24. I'm going to play 16 lands. Yeah, I think I'm going to play 16 lands. So right now, like Windscarred Crag's probably going to go away. But I think we're at a good point with what else we've got. Huh. Yeah. Don't see a whole lot here. So we'll just take a really good payoff for somebody. Take it out of the pool. Obsessive Stitcher. It's a draw a card, discard a card for free. And you can pay, well, Epitaph Golem. I remember you. Didn't realize you were back. Put target card from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. Fun, but we don't have anything to do with that. But, yeah, I love the art on Obsessive Stitcher. Like, the Stitcher looks like this kindly grandmother, you know, and it's like just making a abomination. Okay, Bolthound, you're in. Igneous Cur, you're out. Test and training, I don't think we need. We've got to crash through Dilophosaur. Ooh. Okay, you get in there. Dilophosaur in. Drowsing Pteranodon out. Still need to cut one. Another Igneous Cur. And we'll take a forest. So, what do we want to cut? I'm going to cut the Windscarred Crag. Don't need it. And we'll cut a forest. Put us to 16 lands. We need to cut one more thing. So, Turret Ogre does damage. It's got reach. That's nice. Burlfist Oak is better than Turret Ogre. Dilophosaur. The Sabertooth is gonna be a 4/4 most of the time. But I think we only need one of those. Or do we keep that and ditch a Dilophosaur? Is there anything down here? Warden of the Woods is good. Beginning of your end step. Okay, so I'm going to cut a Dilophosaur. My curve, I kind of like. We kind of top out at 4 for the most part. we've got some things at 4 and 3 that are going to ramp us. I think we try it. And if we have trouble, we can just go ahead and rebalance a little bit. All right, let's try this. Going into game 1. Let's see who my opponent is. Waiting for this network error. Huh. Is that a network error on my end? If this doesn't work, I will restart and do we make it? There we go. Okay, Eero Ox. We got Scorching Dragonfire, and hopefully we find something for these turret ogres. I'm gonna keep this. We're gonna get our way up to the Colossal Dreadmaw at some point. Got my doggo over here. He's a bit of a derp, I think. Go ahead and do that. So we got to the turret ogres. I would really like to get yeah, we're just gonna Scorching Dragonfire that. That can be a pain later on. Okay, so we're getting real close to Dreadmaw territory. We just need one more land for that. And once we hit 6, I think we're good to go. Uh-oh. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Creatures you control have trample, that's nice. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. So they're on the same plan that we're on. I'm gonna get this down first. And then next turn, Turret Ogre actually does something when it enters the battlefield. Okay. Don't particularly need the Cultivate at this point, but it'll be fine. Get a Turret Ogre and then crack in. Because if they want to block, I'm okay with that. Because that thing can get big. Pride Mulkin. Make itself a 3/2. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get one of each. They're going to enter the battlefield tapped. Or one of them is going to enter the battlefield tapped. That'll be the mountain. That. Scorch some Dragonfire on the Pride Mulkin. And get in with the Turret Ogre. Next turn, it's Dreadmaw time. See, yeah, they're on exactly the same plan we're on. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack in. Okay, so they didn't block. So we're going to Colossal Dreadmaw. If they had blocked, I would have played the Sabertooth and made a 4/4. Turret Ogre. I can approve of the Turret Ogre. Man, that's a really good uncommon there. Alright, so Turret Ogre. And then we're going to attack in with everything. And then we're going to play the Sabertooth because we don't want them to know about that yet. Titanic Growth. Ouch. So we've got ourselves a 4/4. Now, what would really be good is if we could get this Sabertooth even bigger, which we're probably going to be able to do if we crack him with the Turret Ogre. Aw. Hunter's Edge. Put a counter on the target creature you control. Deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. That's really good removal. You know what? If they really want to sacrifice their Leafkin Avenger and block, I'm okay with it. It's test and training. They draw a card. Now they're going to hold that back. Well, that's... Wow. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Holy crap, man. Oh, good job, Eero Ox. GG. I'm just sending a message to them on the Discord for the event because they deserve some recognition for that one. If you are watching this right now, be sure find them on Twitch. If they're on there, give them a follow because well played. Yeah, so that power doubling thing, you got to be aware of that. Apparently, that is that a rare? Might be a rare. Let me see if I can find that card real quick. I know I've got one in my collection. I had it in the last draft. So, I've got decks from the last time around. Cool. What do we got in red? So, it is Unleash Fury. It's an uncommon. Double the power of target creature until end of turn. Do we still have Fling? Ooh, expert search terms. That's new. Never seen that before. Yeah. Yeah, Fling is still in here, so probably gonna have probably gonna have to build a deck built around using what is it called? Where'd it go? Where was it? I thought it was over here. Something Fury? Something? It's got a picture of somebody getting smacked in the face real hard, which makes perfect sense for that card. Oh, it's probably over here because we saw it already. So, Fling is there. Yeah, Unleash Fury. So for 4 mana, you can double the power of target creature and fling it. So, like, there's got to be, like, you play a Rimrock Knight. Runaway Steamkin might be good for that. What do we got down here with huge power and toughness? Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Maybe we go with something that has prowess as well. So you give them +1/+1, and then you double their new power, and then you give them another +1/+1 when you fling them. That could be wicked. Oh yeah, Bone Crusher Giant would be a good one as well. For 3 mana, you get your 4/3. You've done some damage already. Raging Crunch, it's not bad. Anyway, so that is definitely a thing. I'm going to make a note to go ahead and build that deck because that sounds fun. Probably red-green would work pretty good for that because you've got, for 2 mana, the 3/3 Defender. That'll be fine for that deck. But anyway, we're going to get back to this draft. Decks to come later. Just waiting for an opponent. Is nobody playing draft right now? Oh, it's taking so long. And I know the pool of people playing right now is not as great as on normal arena. Should be somebody. Let's see. While I'm waiting for an opponent, I guess I will see if I can find some people over here on the Discord. Well, I guess I'll be back when I have an opponent. Okay. So, that being the case, I'm going to try and exit out of this and restart the client, because I think it may have jammed up. Okay. Try this again. Okay, still at 1 and 0. Or, sorry, 0 and 1. Still at 0 and 1. Nothing bad happened there. My big fear was that it had frozen up when it went to put us into a game, and that we were going to automatically forfeit that game. And now we are in a game, and our opponent's name is... ready? Spin and roll. Oh, that's a handful of 4 and 6 drops and only 2 lands, so we're going to mulligan that. Okay, we've got 3 lands and a cultivate. I think I'm going to ditch the Battle Rattle Shaman. We're going to cultivate into a Sabertooth, maybe. We'll see what else comes up. Ooh, Burlfist Oak. I like that one. We will get a mountain. Cultivate. Now, like, ideally, what's going to happen is we will put that on the field. Ideally, what's going to happen is we're going to find a 5-drop next turn. Oh, they're cultivating as well. And now we found too many lands. The good news is green and blue are probably not going to be able to just kill the Burlfist Oak right out. They're going to have to do some work. Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling that there's an Ugin in my future. And more lands. Fun. Do some damage. So we got a race. Because if I'm right, there might be an Ugin coming down this turn. Is Ugin 7 or is Ugin 8? Ugin might be 8, so next turn. Because they've definitely got the mana for it. Fairy's Protege. Draw a card, discard a card. Well, that's not going to help very much. Oh. Primal Might will make it help. Do this. Doesn't matter if it's my creature. Gonna get that down. You know, if they want to attack in, fine. But I think they probably want to draw a bunch of cards. Because I think they've probably got Ugin in their deck. So, if they want to draw cards, they want to ramp. And they're doing a really good job of that. Stess and Training. Okay. It's 3/3 now. Gonna get in with the turret ogre. Play the Dilophosaur. Do they have a counter? Are they gonna bounce? What's going on? Counter and return target permanent to its owner's hand, and they draw a card. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess that's all they could do. They made me spend the mana, I guess. If I had something else, another follow-up play, then they stopped that from happening. But I didn't. Waker of Waves. It's big. It's really very big. So, yeah. No attacks. Frantic Inventory. Draw a card, then draw... Okay, that's cool. Oh, wow. They are going off. Draw a card, discard a card. When you draw a card, target opponent mills 2. Yeah, that's fair. Try it now. Either way, our Sabretooth is getting bigger. Yeah, we had to sacrifice the Great Maw, but Sabretooth is 5/5 now. They're gonna try and mill us out. Okay, nothing too bad. I'm okay with that one. We've got enough mana, though it would do damage. And they're milling all our big stuff. What is this, Whale Tribal? I think this is Whale Tribal. Crash through? Maybe? Okay, that's something. But, I think we just lose here. Because all our stuff has to attack. Because of that stupid pirate. Pirate, you ruin everything for everybody. Wow. They are digging. They are digging hard. Yeah. Wow. So they draw a card, we mill a bunch. They draw more cards, we mill a bunch. Yeah, there's no way we win this. There's literal zero way we win this. We've got 4 cards left. If they draw 2 cards this turn, they win. Turn that to our hand. And yeah, if they draw a card, they draw 2 cards. So I'm just gonna give them the good game because, like, they win. There's nothing I can do. Get in there, pirate. Yeah. They got me at 1. At spin SP1. So, yeah, that mill plan. They got a really good mill deck there. I kind of wonder if they had an Ugin. I'm not going to ask them in the Discord because they still might have games to play and their opponents might overhear. But you know, I gave him a GG in the Discord. Jankyard MTG. I like that name. What do we got? We've got Primal Might and a Scorching Dragonfire we can cast. We got to get to 4 before we get anything out of that. I think I mulligan. This is better. I'm going to keep the Bone Pit Brute. We're a long ways off from that, so I'm hoping we get a land here before too long. I'm going to give him a hello. That's going to be good. Oh, Colossal Dreadmaw, I love you, but now is not the time. Uh-oh. Are they on dogs? Is that what's going on? Deathbloom Thallid. Okay, good. We got there. Gonna start out with an ogre, though. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn to dogs you control. So that pack leader is going to get through, because I'm not just sacrificing an ogre to chump block. Malefic Scythe. Ooh. Gets +1/+1 for each soul counter, and when the creature dies, put a soul counter on it. I'm gonna block this one. No, you know what? I'm not gonna block this one. No blocks. I will take the 4, and I'm gonna get in for 4 myself. And they equip it over to their pack leader. I'm okay with that, actually. If they want to do that, that's fine by me. Get another ogre out here. The problem is now I can't block that pack leader and kill it because combat damage. So what I need is some removal. A Scorching Dragonfire would be real good. Ooh, Grasp of Darkness. That's a favorite of mine. Yeah, I think we are in trouble here. Beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, return it. Okay. They wisely did not yeah, they didn't block. They didn't block and kill. Because that would have grown the Sabretooth into a 4/4 that we could have blocked with effectively. Now, we can still block, but not very effectively. What else does this do? Just 1/1 for each thing. Okay. I'm going to block there. I don't trust them. They've got something. So I think we're in a spot of trouble. You're not a cat, are you? No. Do you have something to drain me with, opponent? Okay. Perfect. So that should keep us alive, hopefully. It's going to take them, well, I mean, they're in white and black, so they can probably kill it. But if they do, we just lose. Are they re-equipping the Malefic Scythe? Vile Rites. As an additional cost, you draw 2 cards. Okay, well, they're looking for removal then. Looking for the removals. But that's good. That means that I can effectively block all of their stuff right now. It also means, no, if they can kill one of my creatures, I still have issues. Okay. Cool. So, what I'm gonna do is play a Bolt Hound. I'm going to Primal Might X = 1. to fight the pack leader. Well, they've got Death Touch. Unfortunate. And no attacks because I just die if they can crack back. So, hopefully next turn, Basri's Acolyte. What do you do? Put a counter on up to 2 other creatures you control. So if I block this with the Ogre, it'll die. That's good. How much to re-equip? 1. Wow. Yeah, so I've got to block. I've got to. And then... Huh. Not how I would have done that, but okay. They're going to equip the Scythe up, and it's going to be a 4/5. Yeah, this ain't great. If they attack in, I can kill it, probably. Unfortunate. So... I am going to try and kill this thing. I can't have them gaining 4 life a turn or more. They're already going to get back the ghoul, which is not great for me. I need to find something. On my turn, I need to find a Scorching Dragonfire. That's the only way. Huh. That's not great. I can get in for 6. I can't afford to get in for 6. Oh, I thought I had 1 more mana than I had. Oops. So, that's okay. I know they don't currently have removal. So, do they come up with removal here? Well, that's GG right there. So, yeah, we are 0-3. Not great. Green-red has not been good for us. Both of the drafts that I've done have been red-green. I really don't want to do red-green again, so I'm going to see if we can't force our way into something else. Let's get that going on. While we wait for this draft to fire, if you like what you see, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be posting more here in the future. You can also find me on Twitter. That's the best place to find out what I'm up to. That's at BadMoonMTG on Twitter. Every Thursday, I'm on Twitch, twitch.tv/BadMoonMTG, and I'm on there every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Hey, Mobius is back. Let's see what we've got. Thieves Guild Enforcer. Flash. When Thieves Guild Enforcer or another rogue enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent mills 2. As long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, the Enforcer gets +2/+1 and Death Touch. I'm down with the mill plan. We can mill. That's a thing. We got plenty of things that could come back around. The Alchemist Gift is a really good combat trick. But yeah, we're on the mill plan. So we're going to want some blue. We're going to want some black. I don't think anybody else is trying to mill. So, Tavern Swindler. Probably not what we're looking to do. Draw a card, then draw cards equal to the number of cards named Frantic Inventory in your graveyard. That's pretty good. When Gloomsower becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Yeah, that's how you end games right there. So, Gloomsower is inevitability. We just gotta make it up to 7, which might happen. We need rogues as well. I've got to keep my eyes open for rogues. I didn't do that the last time. Who's in this draft? Mobius, who was in my last draft. Hina Laika? Yeah. Volcanic Geyser, Havoc Jester, those... Like, that's good. Draw 3 cards or return up to 2 creatures to their owner's hands. That's good. I'm going to take the Havoc Jester. We might be able to get in to the red-black sacrifice deck. We're going to want Deathbloom, Thalids, and a couple other things as well. Transmogrify. We got a Merfolk Rogue over here. Whenever it attacks, draw a card. That's really good. I really want to do the mill plan, so that's what we're going to do. So, yeah. Don't want to be in red. I was in red twice. Who else we got? We got Hina Laika, Razoic, Asterisk, Necro, Absurd Heroine, and that is covered by the thing. Draw 3 cards, discard a card. Rewind. I like Rewind as a thing, but Library Larcenist, that's a rogue, and it's going to draw us cards when it attacks, so we want more of those. Who's our last opponent here? Or not opponent, drafter. Gomlet X. So we want to find some black removal. We want to find maybe a couple of counter spells. We're probably going to be on a bit of a controlling plan here. Frantic Inventory. There's a lot of those flying around. Walking Corpse. I think we're going to go with Teferi's Protege. We'll start taking Frantic Inventories on the wheel if we find it, or if they're still there. Target creature gains flying. It's pretty good. I think we want a Mind Rot right now. I think we might be getting cut on black. Somebody to our right, I think, is playing black. So we might have to cut real hard on the backswing if we want to make the Thieves Guild Enforcer work. Here's Soldier. Wish you were a rogue. Glide Master could be a rogue, right? Teferi's Protege, definitely not a rogue. Bad deal. You draw 2 cards. Each opponent discards 2 and loses 2 life. Not bad. Rookie Mistake. Until end of turn, target creature gets +0/+2, and another creature gets -2/-0. If I'm going to draw cards, I'm going to take a Frantic Inventory. Frost Breath. It's not bad. But we're going to draw cards. And also have a blocker. Tavern Swindler is a bear. Let's do that. We don't have to worry that we can pay 3 life, flip a coin, and possibly gain 6 life. That's to be a thing we do. Yeah, because you have to tap the Tavern Swindler, so... Maybe if we had something that says if you gain, 3 or more life, do something absurd. Maybe we use the Tavern Swindler. Alchemist Gift. Sure. Skyscanner's a 1/1, but it's a 2/2 with Death Touch if we have an Alchemist Gift. Ooh, Frantic Inventory is an instant as well. Drawing cards at instant speed is always fun. Now, the feel of the art on that card. What do we want here? Nothing. Maybe we'll use a short sword, but I doubt it. Sure, we'll take a Mind Rot now. Prismite's not going to make the deck. We're not playing the second Mind Rot. We might not even be playing the first Mind Rot, but Shacklegeist can only block creatures with flying, tap 2 untapped spirits you control, tap target creature you don't control. That isn't bad, but Malefic Scythe is really good. Capture Sphere is good removal. Fetid Imp is decent removal. I'm going to go with the Capture Sphere. Like, we don't really want to be losing all of our creatures. We don't have a lot to begin with. So, well, no, we'll take this. If we find a whole bunch of recurring threats, then we can drop a Malefic Scythe. Well, not much for us here. Not anything for us here, really. We could take another Alchemist Gift. Yeah, I really don't think we're in a good place with this. That's really good. I like that. I'll take another Alchemist Gift, I guess. But we need creatures. We've got 8 creatures right now, and we need more. We need removal, too, but I ain't seen any of that. Okay, Tide Skimmer. When you attack with 2 or more creatures with flying, draw a card. That's good. We've got a Rogue. 2/1, gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Has Flash. I think we're going to go with this for the Rogue plan. Target player draws cards equal to half the number of cards in their library and loses half their life. Round up each time. Hilarious, but unhelpful right now. What I think I have to do. Well, no, Infernal Scarring could work, right? But no, I think I have to take the crab. It's dumb. I agree. I agree with you. I can hear you saying it, but it's a thing that I had to do. Yeah, we're gonna take the Archer, Epitaph Golem. Target opponent discards a card. If we sack that, probably gonna want this. Maybe we try and use a Tavern Swindler to get the cost down. Huh. I think we're gonna go with Liliana's Steward. Maybe we can make somebody discard their last card. Not liking where we're at with this. Another Gloom Sower. We're going to take a Rewind. Because multiple Rewinds just stack, basically. You get to cast it for 4, untap up to 4 lands, cast another one for 4. It's a little bit Magical Christmas Land, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta try. Fetid Imp. It's a good blocker. Nothing for us here. I guess we take a Jungle Hollow in case we open something ridiculous in green. I'll take a Corpse. Infernal Scarring. Good to put on something that we intend to die. No Scrying 3. How many rogues do we have? We have 5 rogues. We need more rogues. Sure. More card draw. We're not playing another one of those. I think we've got one already. Pestilence Haze. All creatures get -2/-2. That's nice. So I think we'll take that. Help us to, you know, keep our opponent's creatures in check. If they have a bunch of small creatures and they dump their hand, then we're good. Riddle Form. What is that? Whenever you cast a 9-creature spell, we don't have a ton of those. Flying in Prowess. Crypt Lurker enters battlefield, sack a creature, or discard a creature card if you do draw a card. Masked Blackguard. But I think we want the Larcenist, and hopefully the Blackguard comes back around. Gotta get our rogue count up. I don't want to play the crab. Well, we got another Larcenist. We also got a Grasp of Darkness. I gotta take the Grasp. We need the removal. So we're at 24, which is about what I want, with some extra lands there. So we would have 16 lands. Carrion Grub. X is the greatest power of creature cards in your graveyard. Mill 4. That would be us milling 4. Caged Zombie seems good. Let's go with that. What do I want to get rid of? Lofty Denial. It's probably okay. Don't think we need the second Alchemist Gift. And we seem to only have one Frantic Inventory. So maybe we don't need the Frantic Inventory. Alternatively, no, I think it's probably the Frantic Inventory. Ooh. Sanctum. Sanctum of All. I see. Draw a card and then discard a card every turn for free. I'll take it. Help us find them rogues. Drop the Skeleton Archer maybe. And Walking Corpse doesn't do much of anything. How many creatures do we have? 14? I should probably cut something else then. Okay. Oh, I can cut the Mind Rot. That's what I can cut. Ruined Halo. How is Ruined Halo still in here? I'm going to go with this and consider that versus the Sanguine Indulgence is 4. You get up to 2 creatures from your graveyard to your hand, which means you still have to cast them. Do we still have a Frantic Inventory? We do. I'll put that in and take Village Rites out. Ooh, Blackguard came around. I will cut the Walking Corpse for that. Cancel, probably better than Lofty Denial. We don't need anything here. We still need to cut 2 cards. So one of them is going to be I think Rise Again we probably don't need. We'll cut the Jungle Hollow as well. Go down to 8 and 8. Probably don't need the Sanctum. It's not going to be super good right now because we only have the one. Alright, let's get into this. See what's going on. Not super happy with the deck. Wish we could have found some more mill cards. I know they're in there. But we'll see what we can come up with. We might be able to jank out a wind or two. A win or two, not a wind. Asterisk. So they were in our draft. Let's see what they came up with. Mulligan that. That's not great. Sure. Put the Blood Glutton to the bottom, because we can cast everything else we've got. Okay, we can Tavern Swindler. Get ourselves a bear. Sky Scanner, probably. Okay, we got more mana. No attacks. We got a couple of 2/3s coming down the pike, so okay. We're going to get Teferi's Protege and Liliana Stewart on the field. Gains flying, so they're going to get in for 3 in the air at least. We could Frantic Inventory, right? You cost 2. I'm not really looking to do that right now. So they're probably getting in with everything, making Makeshift Battalion bigger, because I'll have to double block it. +3/+1, flying, and is a demon. Huh. That's really good. Well, I'm not taking 7. So we're going to do that. And that. Yeah, that's not ideal. Grasp of Darkness would be great right now. Kind of figured that was coming, actually. Okay, we are going to frantically inventory. And then we are going to immediately die. I'm pretty sure we don't survive this. Yeah, okay. We'll pass. Pass again. So yeah, we're just totally dead here. I doubt that there's anything we can draw that will make this work out. Nope. Give him the GG and call it a day. Man, that enchantment's really good. +3/+1 in flying is nuts. Alright. Let's see if we can turn this around a little bit. Here we go. Okay, Lord Tupperware is our opponent. I'll keep this, I guess. Doesn't do much, but... Ooh, we got the Thieves Guild Enforcer, which will be good a little later. I don't think I probably want to run that out just yet. If I had more rogues, I might. But I kind of want to just dump a whole bunch of rogues all at once. Okay. Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest. Beginning of your pre-combat main phase, add X mana of any one color where X is the shrines you control. That seems good. Gonna get the zombie out here. Maybe this makes my opponent think twice before using their Portcullis Vine. Maybe it doesn't. But they're in a 3-color deck, it looks like. I imagine they've probably got the blue shrine, maybe the black shrine. Maybe they've got all the shrines. I don't know. We'll see what colors they come up with here. Okay, red and green. So they're just missing white right now. Interesting. I'm gonna frantic inventory. Teferi's protege. Okay. That's not bad. Let's make him crack it. Get it out of the way for later. Doesn't matter. Because he's not going to hit, so doesn't matter. They are going to have... Well, they've got white mana from the Sanctum, don't they? They have a really good ramp deck going, and I do love that Brofist Oak. What do you do? Whenever it's dealt damage, you gain 1 life and create a 1/1 Sapperling. Hexproof from blue. Interesting. I kind of want to get rid of that at some point. So I'm going to keep the Fetid Imp back just because I need to kill something. It's going to be a thing. So if I triple block, no, I'm just gonna do this. Activate the ability, give it Death Touch. And then I'll play the Thieves Guild Enforcer at the end here. Oof. Ooh, the Colossal Dreadmaw. Opponent is thinking. Ah, okay, so we milled one of their things, and we're on track to get this Gloom Sower down, which is fun. Draw a card, discard a card, let's do it. How many cards I got over there? 5 in the graveyard. Oof. They had a second one. No blocks. Malefic Scythe is really good. Yeah, this is very quickly getting out of hand. They've got a Lore Scale Quaddle. That's going to get big. Well, I'm not just going to sit there and take it. Yeah, let's bring them back. I want to be able to get this Gloom Sower down and equip it up with the Scythe at the same time. That's what I'm looking to do. But we don't have a whole lot of time because of that Sanctum of Stonefangs. Which means, of course, we cannot just take this. So... I imagine they just kill the other two, right? So as to not give us Scythe value? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna frantic inventory, see what we can find. No text. Yeah, we're in real trouble. Get more creatures on the board. You've got flash, right? Yeah, you do. We will end my turn. Yeah, we've got one more turn. So, there's nothing we can do here. Huh. They have another one. I should have canceled that, but it doesn't matter at this point. We're gonna get close. We're gonna get real close here. Everything attack. So yeah, they went full on shrines. Probably just didn't get the white shrine or the 5 color. It goes to their turn and we immediately die. Yup. Well, can we avoid the 0-3? That's the question at this point. I think the draft went off the rails at some point, and we could have done better. Oh my. Sounds like we have weather rolling in. That's less than ideal. Also, this hand is not good. Not really. But it's what we got. And I don't imagine we're going to get much better. So, we're going to see if these blackguards can do anything here. They got a 1-1 with lifelink. We'll flash in a masked blackguard and block. Don't want him to keep gaining life forever. And hey, if they have to use some kind of trick, then that's okay. Revitalize. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get the Larcenist down. Because Larcenist can draw me a card next turn. Skyscanner can also draw me a card next turn. What does she do? You may return another target creature you control to its owner's hand, discard a legend, draw 2. Okay. Yeah, if you want to throw that in front of my Larcenist, I'm okay with that. Go ahead and throw Niambi in front of the Larcenist. So, that being the case, I'm going to get the Glide Master down and flash in the second Blackguard. Especially if they find a way to get rid of the Glide Master. It would be great, in my mind. They discard a Shrine. Okay. Well. Get the Skyscanner down. Draw more cards. Blood Glutton. Pretty good right now. We're going to draw another card on their end step. Wall of Runes. My opponent appears to be in a spot of trouble as far as lands go. They have another 1/1 with lifelink. And yeah, it can get itself +3/+3. But they don't have nearly enough mana for that. Gonna get my Larcenist in the air and fly in. And yeah, we'll get a zombie down. Actually, you know what? I am okay if they want to block the Larcenist with anything that they've currently got. We're going to get the Glutton down and leave room for Frantic Inventory on their end step. This one draws 2 cards. How many cards do we have left? 20. They're at 23. Griffin area. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, make a 2/2 Griffin with flying. That's pretty good. Huh. When it enters the battlefield, if it enters from your graveyard or you cast it from your graveyard, exile it. If you do, make a... Wow, that's good. How are they gonna bring that back? Because that's their plan, right? They're gonna try and bring it back. Let's see here. Make the Blood Glutton fly. Get in with these guys. And then end the turn, leave up Rewind, or maybe pump the Masked Blackguard. They're going to try something here. They've got 5 mana. So what are they trying to do? They're trying to gain 3 or more life this turn to make a Griffin. So we can probably stop them from doing that. They're thinking real hard. Legion's Judgment. I'll allow it. So what I want them to do is think that they've got the upper hand here. Okay, yeah, we'll just do this then. Okay, we've got to cancel. And this is just what we're going to do. We're going to get in for 1. We're going to play Teferi's Protege. And if it comes down to it, we will rewind for the chance to have a cancel up as well. So, will they throw away their 2 creatures to make a 2/2 flyer? Doubt it. that cost? That costs 5. They could do that. They could make that a 4/4. But I will absolutely fight them if they make that a 4/4. Oh, well, Faith's Fetters. Rewind that. Untap some lands. Pass the turn. They're definitely not coming in now. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to attack with everything. And then we're going to Pestilence Haze. Come on, block with the Wall of Runes. Yeah, you know you want to. It's fine. And yeah, basically this is going to leave us with the Cage Zombie and its Fairy's Protege, and them with nothing. Gonna activate this ability. Gonna activate this ability. And then if they try to play something big and fancy, we can cancel it. We've also got Grasp of Darkness if it's a creature. At least we can do that next turn. And Sanguine Indulgence can allow us to bring back some creatures. No thank you. I think we're just going to do this. Opponent is considering whether or not they can do a thing. They were looking through their graveyard. Oh. Gonna rise again. Okay. We're just gonna go ahead and get rid of this thing. Hey, we got there. Finally got a win. Alright, so we got one win. We can get more wins. Right? That's how that works. If you can get one, you can get more. Right, we've got Paito Dupan. I don't know what that means, but cool. We got a frantic inventory and then a sky scanner, so we can draw some cards. We will find a second blue at some point. Yeah, let's do that. We'll get the Larcenist down next turn. Okay, so they'll take the rewind, that's fine. We'll get ourselves a Larcenist and hope they don't come up with anything that can block it. Oh my, we do have a whole lot of weather going on out there. Alright, hopefully this weather is going to settle itself down shortly. They get in. Let's get that sky scanner up and running, and I want my rewind back so they can attack in and yeah. Like, that's annoying. The Sanctum of Stone Fangs. They're thinking of doing something. have to be... No, it doesn't. Put that there. So they've got probably like a Grasp of Darkness, maybe? Grasp of Darkness. Sure. That being the case, I'm going to put that on here. So I'm hoping they come in with a Kitesail freebooter and don't even realize the Glide Master can give itself flying. I want that rewind back. And we're just going to play the game of switching things around forever. No. Yeah, we're just going to get in there with that. Put this here. So they're on blue-black as well. Capture sphere. Okay. Okay, so I need something good here. That's not good. Yeah, that Sanctum of Stonefangs is going to be a big problem. But what can you do? You do what you can, and okay. Well, that'll help. Get the Fetid Imp down. Sacrifice the Stitcher. Return a creature card from the graveyard. Play that. Okay, gonna get in. And then I'm gonna switch it over. And end the turn. So Alchemist Gift is gonna be real good right now. because it'll make the Fetid Imp bigger than the Deathbloom Thallid. That's unfortunate, though. They have their own scythe. And that's going to be GG. That's rough. Man, that's really good. For 2 mana, it's 1 life from them to you every turn. That is super good. Well, we got 1 win. So, yeah. I will go ahead and open this pack. And then see about starting up another draft. Hopefully doing a little bit better. We got a Sporeweb Weaver, which is really good. Yeah, I really like that, actually. Especially in draft, that's incredibly good. Because if it can block profitably, then you're gaining a life and you're making a Saproling token. So, yeah. So, that's it for draft number 3. So, again, I would like to thank Wizards of the Coast for giving me this free preview account. They are a sponsor for this channel. And they allow me to bring all the fun of Core Set 2021 to you guys ahead of time. If you like what you see here, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. There will be more content going up. You can also follow me on Twitter at BadMoonMTG. I also have Twitch. I stream on there every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time at twitch.tv/BadMoonMTG. So, I'm going to end it here, and next video will be draft number 4.